Good. Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, that's one of my stressing points. I thank God that some of us believe in God, and I never try to push my belief on anybody else. But you need to do more than that. You need to believe in yourself. Yeah, you need to believe in yourself. Okay. God bless you, Ellie. Thank you for the welcome. That was so impressive. I started thinking about who were you talking about. But I just have fun now, Ellie. And I love your concept. Take charge of your life because we can do that. And it is an honor being on your program. Thank you for the invite. Okay, Ellie. First of all, I like to talk with people and share with them that it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be simple. All you have to do is, first of all, decide exactly where you want to go. In other words, you got to have a dream. You must have what I call the mirror experience. Look in the mirror and say you don't want to be here anymore. You want to go further. You want to advance, and you make up your mind where you want to go. Do you want a nicer house? Do you want more money? Do you want a nicer car? Do you want a better relationship? Do you want a better body? Or whatever the case may be, excuse me. But once you make that decision, then we kick into our willpower. And willpower is one of the seven mental faculties we have. And your willpower is beyond your belief. Haley, you made a good point right there. A lot of times when I'm speaking to the thousands of crowds when I'm traveling now, and I share with them about willpower, at January the 1st, if you go by, I live near an LA Fitness, which is a workout center. And when you drive by there on January the 1st, you can't find a parking spot. You have to park 2 blocks down the street around the corner. But about 2 weeks, maybe, and I'm being nice, 3 weeks, no more than a month, you can pull up to the front door. Here's my point. See, They thought they made a decision, and they did, but they didn't make a dedicated decision. Here's the point about willpower. When I was hooked on drugs, crack cocaine, which is one of the most addictive drugs that is in the community, my willpower, April the 1st, 1987, I haven't had any illegal drugs or alcohol enter my body. Now, that's just a choice that I have, and I thank God for that. But each day when I had the drive and the pull and the addiction on my spirit, I kept willing myself one more day, one more day. And then when I make the next day, I will myself to one more day, one more day. You have, it's not going to be easy. I'm going to keep repeating that, but it can be simple. You get your consecutive steps that you do, and you stick with it. Your willpower will kick in. Yes. Oh, that is such a good point. That's one of my R factors, reward. It is so rewarding. Heck, I never dreamed when I was getting high and had trouble with the law. I never dreamed I'd be writing best-selling book. I'd be traveling. I'd be sitting in the room with the incredible John C. Maxwell, who I'll be with next month. He's my mentor now, and I'll be with him twice a year. I never seen none of this. I want to share with your listeners that you must believe that the power to win comes from within, and when you do, your rewards are going to be great. That is so great. I tell people that I was in the half of the class that made the upper half possible. I believe God has me in front of crowds because people can look at me and say, you know, good grief, if he did, certainly I can. And I don't have a problem with that. My point being, you have been made incredible. We have been created incredible. We are the highest form of creation. And whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Sometimes you have to just repeat that every day. You have to look in the mirror when you get up and say, whatever I put my mind to today, I'm going to do it. Whatever I put my mind to, I'm going to do it. Positive affirmations, are incredible because that's the way we've been created. Yes, ma'am. It is doable and it's rewarding. And see, here's the thing that I noticed with many of the populace. They're looking for an easy way out. If it was easy, everybody would do it. If success was easy, everybody would be successful. If becoming a millionaire or a multimillionaire or whatever your financial goal may be, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But here's the part about it. It's simple. It's simple. You must decide to do the simple stuff. Successful people, the really big difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people are willing to do and continue to do what unsuccessful people aren't. Ooh, yes. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. I've witnessed a lot of individuals growing old, but they're never growing up. And so change is the key. Change is inevitable. Your job is going to change. Your future is going to change. Unfortunately, your relationship may change. You may be with a different partner. And I did say unfortunately because I'd like, if you have a partner, listeners, that you stay with them. But here's my point. Change is going to happen. But it's up to you to grow. Growth is optional. Growth is intentional. You have to be intentional. You don't grow just because the day passed. You don't grow because you're a year older on your birthday. Growth comes from a intentional, volitional act that you do. My rule of five is that I read something every day. One of my rule of five is that I read something every day. Every day, not Monday through Friday. Every day I read. I have a specific time that I read because that's where we acquire knowledge. Wisdom is given to us, but knowledge has to be acquired. Yes. Thank you. Excellent question, Ellie. Now, I share with everyone, everywhere I go, I share with them that if you're reading romance novels, I'm not saying not to read those, but those aren't the ones I'm speaking of. I'm glad you asked that question so I can sort of clarify that. I, when I talk about reading, I'm not talking about newspapers, romance novels, and your average magazines. I'm talking about books like Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill,